What are you doing with yourself now these days, Mr. Lane?
Presently, I'm not doing anything. I'm unemployed. I was an attorney for 15 years in Chicago, Illinois, and I moved here in July or late June.
You're a lawyer. Hey guys,
Yeah, how you doing?
what's going on with you?
All is well.
Morning, Your Honor, or afternoon, I should say.
Yeah, barely that. It's evening eve. Guys, you're in front of me because you are currently in custody. Your lawyer wants me to let you guys out. And I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Let's start with it's Lane, right?
That's right, Your Honor.
So you initially are charged with evading arrest. We give you a bond, we let you out, and now you've picked up a new case. You've picked up a criminal mischief. You're facing, I think it's even a Class A. You're facing, up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. I have no idea what happened on your new case. So let's find out. Guys?
So officers were conducting a follow-up report related to an incident that occurred on November 21st. The complainant, the manager of Defendant Food Mart, stated that the defendant entered his store and had an altercation with him. The complainant told the defendant to leave. When the complainant returned to work the following day, he saw that the front window had been broken. The complainant reviewed surveillance and saw an individual throw something at the window who was wearing the same outfit as the defendant had earlier. Additionally, later that day, the complainant saw the defendant walk near the store wearing the same outfit as the individual in the surveillance. The officer reviewed the surveillance and confirmed what the CW complainant had seen.
Okay. What are you doing with yourself now these days, Mr. Lane?
Presently, I'm not doing anything. I'm unemployed. I was an attorney for 15 years in Chicago, Illinois, and I moved here in July or late June.
You're a lawyer.
Well, I don't know if I'm currently licensed. I let my license go. I did MCLEs. I was supposed to do them over the summer. I had them due, and I just decided not to go back to Illinois. So
You didn't like being a lawyer?
I love being a lawyer. No, I love.
Just stop.
I'm sorry.
Why stop?
Because in order to practice here, which is my new home, it would have been a process of, I think, taking a bar 3 days. I think you guys have.
Yeah, it's
and
awful.
yeah, and I had some other things going on in my life that producing.
You have in your life now.
Who?
Yeah.
Family, nobody in this area, but my mother and father, they live in San Francisco area, and my younger sister does too. My father's a retired lawyer, my sister's a lawyer, my older brother is in, a different
They know
field.
that you're here in this now?
No.
Can we reach out to them?
Sure. I mean, if you.
Well, here's the problem, Mr. Lane, is that we gave you a free bond, you've picked up a new case. And the last thing I want is to just let you go and you're going to be roaming the streets of Houston. It's just not a good place to roam. And if you've got nowhere to go, if you've got nothing to do, it could be a recipe for trouble. And that's why I want to let you out, but not just to the streets. If you have a place to go to, if you've got family, if someone's willing to take you in, then we can work something. But for you to just be let out on the street.
Right. I was going to defer to my counsel here to make these sorts of arguments. I'm not used to appearing in this sort of forum, but I'd be happy to speak to the circumstance of being homeless.
Do you mind if he reaches out to family to see if they can help?
I'm not sure. Well, again,
I can reach out to any family members if you want, if you're comfortable with me doing that. I just don't want to do that if you don't want me to, but.
Well, I don't understand the purpose to have them pay a bond.
No.
For help.
What Judge is concerned about is you having some sort of place to stay where you're safe, so that you can comply with bond conditions, come to court when asked, and we know that you have a place to be. So if that's a homeless shelter or Star of Hope or something.
More importantly, that you, number one, don't get into any trouble, and number two, don't be a danger to the public, because we want our public to be safe, secure. And that's it. And if you're on the street, you're roaming, you've got nowhere to go, you've got no food to eat, it's a recipe for disaster. But if we can get your family involved and let them know what's going on with you now. Perhaps they're willing to come down, speak with you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have a larger extended family that really should be bearing this burden because they were the ones who convinced me to come to Houston in the first place and to stay here.
You can
And
reach out to whoever you want. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Anyone you want. As long as they have a phone number, then hey,
well, sure. I mean, I'm amenable to that. I'm not sure if that's a solution here that has anything to do with my bond or because they gave me what, like a $5,000 bond or something. I don't really know.
yeah, your bond's now, it's $100 on the evading and then it's 5,000 on the criminal mischief.
Is there
Yeah.
anyone you could stay with in the Houston area?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, I know of one person in the Houston area and a few others that could possibly be called. I don't really know all their names, but people I met along the way.
Are you comfortable with me calling someone for you in the Houston area?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Sure.
Okay.
Let's see who you try to reach out to see how we
Sure.
can get Mr. Lane some help.
Okay. And Judge, what do you plan to give him a personal bond and maybe what we?
No. I want to first see who we can reach out to first. If we can find someone that we have a place for him to go to, willing to help him out, then absolutely.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Lane,
Yes, Your
I want
Honor.
to give you another PR bond, but I don't want to just throw you out to the street to the wolves.
Sure.
Okay?
Understood, Your Honor.
James is great. He's here to help you. Together, let's work something to get you the best thing that we can. Okay?
Thanks.
Mr. Smith, not very happy with you. You were placed on a probation for unlawful carrying of a weapon. While you were on that probation, you absconded multiple times, meaning you took off. In March of 23, you picked up an assault. And then after you picked up the assault, you took off. Never heard from you again. The only reason we have you now is because you picked up a criminal trespass.
Can I speak on the March case?
Don't. I've got a bunch of district attorneys here, and I don't want you to say something that hurts
Don't
your
speak about
case.
the facts of your case.
Yes, sir.
The problem is that your lawyer is asking me to give you a PR bond to get you out. But I know if I give you a PR bond, you're going to take flight. We'll never see you again. How many times have you done it before? It's a rhetorical question. I don't want you to answer, but the problem is I have your bond at 7503 for a reason.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So we got to find out what's going on with you as well. What I'd like to do is have you TRAS'd. I want you to speak to our clinicians to see how we best go forward. I don't want to just throw you out to the wolves. We want to, how do we get better? How do we make sure this doesn't happen again? How do we get you full-time employment so you can start working? Well,
He works at
I
an
don't
auto shop,
know.
Judge.
Huh?
He works at an auto shop.
Great. But I need just more than words, right? So I'm going to have you TRAS'd. We'll set you off a couple days to see how we go forward. Okay? You understand?
Sir.
Okay. Do you have any family here that's willing to help you out in Houston as well?
My girlfriend, yes, sir. She was trying to buy me out today.
Who else do you have besides that?
My mother works for HPD.
Okay, that's a great start.